Hello, everybody. Well, I'm back again. I've been mowed late last night, and we had some down, but it's still too green to bale today. So I've been working on this more this morning, and been watching some of the news this morning. And I was watching one Newsmax, and they was talking about that President Trump got all the mainstream media something like 5 hours of coverage on the shit they're doing to him, and zero on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. People, I don't agree with boycotts, even the local news. I just watch a little bit of the weather and cut it off because it's all liberal shit. It ain't fair and balanced anymore. They don't. Years ago we had John Brinkley and Walter Cronkite. They was liberals, but they was down the middle. I mean, they done both sides. So we ain't got no media. I mean, the media in this country, NBC, ABC, even Fox, they just might as well, when they come on the air, do a disclaimer and say we're part of the DNC. I mean, they might as well say we're the left hand of the Democratic Party, because that's all they spout. They don't. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I'm trying to break in a new hat, and I hate breaking in new hats. But I've really been thinking about we really need to start being prepared. And if you don't, I prep a little, and I watch, I said before, some prepping channels. I like Pinball Preparedness. He does news and prepping and gardening, and y'all really check him out. He's an ex-veteran, and he's a real good guy. He's a true American in every sense of the word. But we really do need to be stocking up on some food. Even though I farm, we need to stock up. If you can afford it, and you've got some extra money, and you not grow the garden, or you can't, if you can afford it, pick up extra can of beans, some extra coffee, sugar, flour. I mean, whatever you can afford. It don't hurt to stock up on it. And I know I preach this a lot. Get to know your local farmer, because there could be a time coming if you want some meat. If you get to know that guy, you probably might be first on his list when he kills a cow. Get you a little bit of meat. I mean, it's not conspiracy theory. It's becoming fact every day. You just look what we've become in the last week. We officially become a banana republic. And I don't know if we can come back from it. Of course, I ride a tractor a lot, and a lot of things go through your mind. And I like to do a lot of night work. I used to love to plow of a night, disc of a night. I done work at night, to be honest with you, on a lot of things. Some you can't, but a lot of things go through your mind in that tractor seat, and I just don't think it. I just don't know if we're going to be able to come back. I'm afraid that we're headed into a civil war. I just don't see that. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know one thing: we can't roll over. And you talk about getting out and voting, and then you sit and think, well, does my vote matter? And then you say again, well, we can't give up. We've got to try. We've got to get out and vote. So, I mean, after what they've done to Trump, you wonder is there any use to even get out and vote? But then you have that thought in your head, no, I've got to do my part, I've got to stand up. But the main thing to make sure that our vote does count. And what they've done to Trump, like I said, they've took our voice away. They really took it away. If they convict him, and it's come out that that they threatened Trump's lawyers and tried to bribe them, give them governor or judgeships if they would tell something on Trump, and threatened them, his ex-lawyers, with jail time if they didn't spew the dirt, as they say it, on him. That's not the way our country works. You know, I believe, now this is my opinion, I believe Joe Biden ought to be impeached for weaponizing the DOJ and setting them on against his political enemy. That's not the way our country works. But none of them congressmen, now liberal, that's a liberal, now interrupt you. but you know, they ain't no Congress senators. I mean, they get up there and spout out shit, but your vote and your actions, you know, speak louder than words. And what they done to censor Adam Schiff, and 20 Republicans refused to do that, and he was a liar. I mean, he didn't do nothing but lie, all this Russia hoax. So there you are. There's what we are. I mean, them congressmen, senators, most, I told you, they ain't a handful that's worth a shit. All the rest of them, all they care about is enriching their family. They're just as bad as Joe Biden. It's a pay to play when you get up there in Congress. A lot of them guys may go with good intention, but they ain't up there a month until they're corrupted. I mean, they go along, to get that money, to get their family money. And they take it off of me and you. And they tax the shit out of us. And then they just get on us about, well, we're trying to save Social Security. Well, you know what? If you hadn't got into the Social Security fund and bankrupted, there wouldn't be no problem, would they? They don't tell that part. They're going to lose our entitlements. Well, you shouldn't have got into it and spent from it to start with. It ought to have been secured that Congress can't touch it. But no, they borrow on it. They rob out of the fund. And then they come on television and act like it's our fault. That we're going to have to raise taxes, more taxes to put it back in there. It's all a con game. It's a Ponzi scheme. And we've let it happen. I mean, I hate to get on here and vent, but the only thing I know to do is we need to be prepared. And if you ain't stocking up on a few things extra, my advice is to, every time you go to the grocery store, if you can afford it, buy yourself an extra can of beans, a lot of canned stuff, because I'm afraid after this election, and already in the grocery stores, you already see shortages and prices going back up, so it don't hurt to buy that extra can on sale anyway, to have it extra. But I would advise everybody to buy extra and have it and stock up a little if you can. Do the best you can. But I'm gonna get back to working on that disc mower and get it done and hook the baler up and get ready to bale hay tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for subscribing and watching. And I'll catch you on the next one, and I'm gonna see if I can't end this video. I don't know what this is. I think maybe blooper number 5, 6, maybe 6. But anyway, see you later.